We'll discuss now about allosomal abnormalities. Earlier we discussed about autosomal abnormalities, that is the abnormalities of the chromosomes which are present in the somatic cells, but here it refers to abnormalities of the sex chromosomes, okay? The chromosomes which are present in the gametes. So mitotic or meiotic non-disjunction of sex chromosomes causes allosomal abnormalities. Here also the reason is same. It is caused due to mitotic or meiotic non-disjunction or the failure of the chromosomes or the chromatids of the chromosomes to separate, okay, or segregate. Several sex chromosomal abnormalities have been detected, like Klinefelter syndrome and Turner's syndrome. We shall discuss now about the symptoms of Klinefelter syndrome. So this is also called XXY males. So from the genotype you can understand, instead of XY, one extra X chromosome is present. This genetic disorder is due to the presence of an additional copy of X chromosome resulting in a karyotype of 47. Okay, instead of a normal 46 chromosomes, the karyotype here it is referred as 47 or XXY. Okay, extra additional copy of the X chromosome. So persons with this syndrome have 47 chromosomes, that is 44AA refers to autosomes and this is allosomes. Here instead of XY it is present like XXY. They are usually sterile males. Males are sterile, they cannot reproduce, tall, obese with long limbs, high-pitched voice, underdeveloped genitalia and have feeble breast development also. Okay, though males, and these are the symptoms, okay, which shows sterile males, that is they are sterile, they cannot reproduce, tall, obese with long limbs and voice also is high pitched and they have underdeveloped genitalia and feeble breast or gynecomastia development. Okay. And we shall discuss now about the other syndrome, and this is the, before that, this is the diagrammatic representation of Klinefelter syndrome with symptoms. Okay, please go through. And this is Turner's syndrome. This is also called XO females. Okay, that is O refers, or it is also can be taken as 0, that is instead of XX, they have only one X chromosome. So, and females, Turner's syndrome, that is also called XO females. This genetic disorder is due to the loss of X chromosome resulting in a karyotype of 45. So here, instead of usual or normal 46 chromosome, here these females have only 45 chromosomes. So this karyotype is 45X. Persons with this syndrome have 45 chromosomes, that is 44 autosomes and one X chromosome only one X chromosome instead of two X chromosomes, and are sterile females. Low stature, webbed neck, underdeveloped breast, rudimentary gonads. Rudimentary means very much reduced, okay, degenerated gonads, that is reproductive organs, lack of menstrual cycle during puberty, and these are the main symptoms of this syndrome. And this is the diagrammatic representation of XO females or a person with Turner's syndrome. Please go through, okay, here everything is clearly mentioned in the picture. So we shall now discuss about what is extra chromosomal or cytoplasmic inheritance. Okay, and this refers to, that is, certain characters are controlled by non-nuclear genomes. Usually characters are controlled by nuclear genomes or the DNA which are present in nucleus. But here certain characters are controlled by non-nuclear genomes found in chloroplast, mitochondria, infective agents and plasmids. These characters do not reveal Mendelian pattern of inheritance. These characters also do not follow or reveal Mendelian pattern of inheritance. The inheritance of the extra chromosomal genes are found to exhibit maternal influence. Another information you'll have to remember is this inheritance of extra chromosomal genes are found to be exhibit maternal influence. Okay, the inheritance shows maternal influence. Okay, the impact of mother's influence or maternal influence is more. Maternal effect is due to the asymmetric contribution of the female parent to the development of zygote. Maternal effect in the sense it is due to the asymmetric contribution, that is unequal contribution of the female parent to the development of zygote. Okay, eggs have more cytoplasm, so more cytoplasm is contributed towards the development of the zygote. That is why maternal influence is exhibited. Maternal effect is due to the asymmetric contribution. It is supposed to be equal contribution of the cytoplasm from both egg and sperm, but here in this case maternal effect is due to the asymmetric contribution of the female parent to the development of zygote. Although both male and female parents contribute equally to the zygote. Okay, though male and female parents contribute equally to the zygote in terms of chromosomal genes. Okay, you have to understand chromosomal genes are distributed or contributed equally by both the parents, both male and female parents. The female parent usually contributes to the zygote's initial cytoplasm. Though chromosomal genes are contributed equally, but with reference to cytoplasm, initial development of the zygote, okay, that receives more cytoplasm from the female parent through her egg. So, and organelles and other organelles also, not only cytoplasm, even other organelles also contributed by the female parent towards the initial development of the zygote. Since the sperms contain very little cytoplasm, it is why that is because of the sperms which contain very little cytoplasm, so more cytoplasm with other organelles are contributed more by mother's egg. If there are hereditary units in the cytoplasm, these will be transmitted. So in that case, when the cytoplasm, more of cytoplasm is contributed to the development of the zygote, what happens is any hereditary units present in the cytoplasm, those will be transmitted to the offsprings through the egg, so the offsprings exhibit maternal effect. So I think it will be clear now why offsprings exhibit maternal effect. It is because of the more of cytoplasm contributed by egg, okay, and that is contributed by mother. So we shall discuss now the cytoplasmic or extranuclear genes have a characteristic pattern of inheritance which do not resemble the genes of nuclear chromosomes and is known as extrachromosomal or extranuclear or cytoplasmic inheritance and exhibit maternal influence. Okay, please try to understand the cytoplasmic or extranuclear genes have a characteristic pattern of inheritance which do not resemble the genes of nuclear chromosomes, that is the chromosomes which are present in the nucleus. Okay, that inheritance is completely different from the extranuclear genes. Okay, so and it is known as extrachromosomal or extranuclear or cytoplasmic inheritance and exhibit maternal influence. So here that extra chromosomal, it refers to that is what are present in the cytoplasm. So it is called extra chromosomal or extranuclear or cytoplasmic inheritance and exhibit maternal influence. In extranuclear inheritance, male and female parents contribute equally their nuclear genes. Nuclear genes, there is no difference. Okay, nuclear genes are contributed equally by both male and female parents to the progeny, but do not make equal contribution of extra chromosomal genes. Hence, the crosses can yield different or non-Mendelian results. So the results will be completely different from the Mendelian results. So that is why it is called non-Mendelian results. Cytoplasmic inheritance in animals can be studied with reference to shell coiling in limnaea and kappa particles in paramecium. So we shall discuss in detail about how the cytoplasmic inheritance is exhibited with reference to shell coiling by a snail called a species of snail called limnaea and kappa particles in paramecium. Okay, so this is what we discussed now, and the other one is that is shell coiling in limnaea. This is in detail we will discuss actually. So before that you should understand some basic information. It is a freshwater snail and it shows two types of coiling, that is dextral and sinistral. Okay, so we will discuss in detail about how this dextral type of coiling and sinistral type of coiling are inherited. Okay, we will also understand how this maternal influence is exhibited by the offsprings. Okay, thank you.